What's truly good with you guys, I want to start this video off by saying thank you. I appreciate you all for supporting me ever since I've done my initial video. Now let's get into the 6-month follow-up with the MPC Key 37.
That's 100.
Having this joker for over 6 months, sitting with it, getting to learn it, and now having MPC 3.0 installed, which we'll get into later. This device, I will say, is the best value, the best bang for your buck. If you are a beginner or if you're an intermediate producer, even an advanced producer, there's still value with this. So let's start with the price point and the comparisons once again. This is coming in at $8.99. Now this allows you to get the full 37 keys, the synth action. When I say full synth action keys. Then you get the mini pads, not the full size pads as like a X or something like that, but you get the mini pads. You get the 7-inch display, you get all of your cue links, all of your corresponding buttons, transport, and you have your essential ins and outs. It's portable enough. It's not the 61 key where it takes up a lot of space and you need a keyboard stand, but it's also not small enough to just throw on a plane in a bag. This is going to be an official carry-on. So there's that too. Now with the ins and outs, we don't have any XLRs. Once again, we are limited to the 1/4 inches. However, you can connect this to a class compliant interface. This is the game that any business is going to play. I don't care who it is. They're going to take away certain things and they're going to add certain things, and they're going to put you in a position to say, what do you value the most in your workflow? Also, your budget. Now, an option that you have is you can get the MPC 1 Plus and pair that with some sort of mini MIDI controller. Now, this is just me wishing upon a star. I do wish that this had a different set of colorways. The retro colorway would be crazy in my opinion, and a black colorway would be literally insane. I think that would be dope. Now with the red colorway, I will say that this device stands out in a room. You'll know exactly what this is when you see it. Okay, so I'm gonna touch on some pain points here, the same pain points that I had from my initial Key 37 video. Number one is I wish that this had more options in terms of ports. XLR, I understand that we have the ability to connect a class compliant interface, but it would just be super convenient to have the XLR and 1/4 inch, dual way ports in there. 2 of those would be super dope. That way we can plug in a microphone. This being able to have some form of built-in speakers and for it to be battery powered, I think those 3 things would set it off. And of course, yes, we got to get off the 2 gig of RAM train. Like, it's 2024 and we're still on 2 gigs of RAM. I think a bare minimum of 8 is reasonable. Let me know in the comments. I'm open to hearing everyone's opinions on it. Just make sure that you're respectful in the comments, guys. That's all I request, but I am down to communicate and hear your opinions on that. Now, with all that said, guys, let's have fun and actually make some music together on the MPC Key 37. And we're using the MPC 3.0 beta software. All right, that's a vibe. So let's load that up. Sick. Let's add some drums. And if you haven't already, you got to get the Chill Hop kits. I'll leave that tag below. Come on, man. Crazy. Let's just get into it. Woo. Bro. We'll add that. We'll add some bass. And this bass is the JD bass. This is also included in my chill hop kits. Woo! Some Dilla type stuff. Get out of here, bro. Let's get over here. Let's add some vocal chops on top of this, man. All right, and I got a question in a previous video about like how do I get my samples to get in the right key and how do I figure it out? So one, I do have a form of perfect pitch being a musician. However, there is a transposition process that I probably haven't shown you guys in the previous videos. I apologize for that. I'm gonna walk you through this. So here's my vocal chop that I've already done. All right, let's play this with the track. All right, so it's clearly out of key. So my process for this is I go into edit, and then over here where it says global semi, I transpose the vocal sample to match whatever key I'm currently in. Now this, we're currently sort of in the key of F major or D minor. So what we need to do is we need to use our ears to get this to line up. Now the original key of this sample is actually in the key of F sharp major. Let's play it with the beat. Okay, so all we need to do is transpose this down 1/2 step. The original of this sample is in F sharp. So we need to drop it down 1/2 step. So I'm just gonna take this and drop it down -1 in the global tuning here, the semi, and we have this. Here we go. Woo! And another question that I get a lot is quantizing. So for these boom bap grooves, I tend not to quantize. The reason why is I rely on my natural feel. So a little bit about me, not to go too deep into it, but I am a professional drummer. I've been playing drums for over 25 years. So I also play keys, so I play multiple instruments. So I rely on my internal clock, all right, my internal pocket. So there's a time to quantize and there's a time to have natural feel. There are times where I might quantize the kick and the snare, but then I might leave the hi-hat loose so I can have that contrast. So we have, you know, all these different scenarios. But if you guys want to get more into grooves and quantize, I'd love to do a video dedicated just to that. Just let me know in the comments. So the patch that I'm on right now is the MIDI, and then I have the preset to flashlight. Now, I'm not going to use the delay built in. I want to go back into the confusion about the actual plugins, which is the instruments, and then our effects. So if we come back over here, we can click this and we can actually load up multiple effects. So we can come over here to where it says effects, and then we have these plus signs in these little boxes or these little slots. You have multiple slots, which means you can have multiple effects on one track. So let's add an effect. So we're going to hit the plus sign, and then we're going to come over here to delay and reverb. I'm going to use Air Delay Pro. Okay, now we can click on that and we have. All right, so I'm going to adjust this and get it to a quarter note delay. Perfect. Now I'm going to turn the mix down on this, and then we're going to go back and add a reverb to just prove that you can add multiple effects on one track. So we're going to come over here again and let's go to Air Reverb. Now we're going to come over here to here. We're going to go into, let's check out the large chamber. Let's turn up the time. All right, and the mix is currently set to 100. So I'm gonna turn this down. All right, and we got like a little vibe on it. I think the arrangement view is heading towards the right track. I came in using the MPC 2000 XL, so I am familiar with the XL experience with song mode and different things like that. Now, since I'm younger, I'm 33 at the time of shooting this video, my perspective is going to be a little bit skewed towards the arrangement view because I work in a DAW so much. I work in Ableton and Logic Pro, Pro Tools all the time. So I am more familiar in my current days with a more DAW experience. The fact that we can do this is, I believe, a step in the right direction towards the younger audience. In the beta, I think track mutes would be fire instead of having to delete the entire clip to basically get an arrangement. I'm going to show you what I mean. So if we come over here to edit, we can actually copy these bars. So I'm going to do that. Let's do copy bars. And then let's do a number of 3 more copies, which is going to give us about, what, 16 bars. So if we hit merge and we zoom on out here, we see we have 16 bars of the loop that we just did. Now, to make an arrangement, what we need to do is get this playhead position, sort of similar to Logic Pro in a lot of ways. Yeah, I caught it. You can actually take this locator here and basically arrange within the boundaries of wherever you set the locators. Now you can also do MIDI editing as well. And then we hit this up arrow, we can see that we have our MIDI editing over here as well in combination with setting the locators. But in this case, this is what we're up in arms about. This is the conversation. So in order for me to get, let's say, 4 bars without drums, so let's say these opening 4 bars, if I don't want drums here, what I would need to do is either go into the piano roll and delete them, or we could go into the edit. We need to tap on the track first, then go to edit, and then go to erase. Now, as of right now, I don't see a mute option, but I'm going to give you the alternative. So we could do erase for this. Let's just say erase and then hit do it. And it's going to erase the drums for these 4 bars. Now, here is your alternative. We're going to come over here to the synth lead and we're going to bounce this as audio. So now if we come over here to that synth lead and we touch and hold, we can go to bounce to audio track. Okay. Then we can say selected clips or all clips. So what we can do is, let's do all the clips for this. Let's hit bounce. So now what we can do is tap and hold on the region, and here's where we have the mute. so you can mute it like that. So this is why I say the arrangement view is on the right track. I don't believe it's there, but I think they're on to something.
That's Hunter.
Now there's so much more to get into about this thing, but once again, guys, if you got any value out of this video, give your brother a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn on bell notifications. But I'll see you guys soon. Peace. Hey guys, if there's a chance that you're still watching this video, I do have music available, and I will leave that in the description, guys. I've been really enjoying your comments and your feedback on the beats I've been making on the MPC, but I do want to let you guys know that I am an artist and I have music out. The link is in the description for you guys, and I appreciate you.